everybody. Welcome back to episode 8 of the No Cap Rebel podcast.
Oh, yes.
How's everybody doing today? I can see everybody's a little pumped today.
We're
right?
ready today.
Ooh, look at the energy. That's what I like to see. Yes. Okay. I know you guys were expecting to see our special guest here today. Right. And guess what? The motherfucker's in the motherfucking building.
Shit.
Without further ado, introducing the two-time light heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. International himself, Ray, the shining star, Calitri! Look at him. With the belts, let's go. Look at him, ladies, look.
We're here live. Right. Rebels podcast.
All right. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna set this over here, right here. This all right, right?
Oh, can we show the gold? Can we show the gold here?
Where's the camera?
Camera's right there.
That's one. That's one, right?
All right. Let's go.
This is the ECPW light heavyweight champion.
Right.
On my right, the one with the white strap. The one with the black is ECWA's legacy champion, which I christened myself as El Campeón de Legacy. Because you know, I like to throw my little Spanish little flavor, you know, my little Latin. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're speaking up.
Yeah. Here.
Woo!
There you go.
Man, welcome, bro.
Thank you.
Listen, I know you had to ditch us last week. I get it. I know you had to ditch us, but I understand why.
Right.
So we're going to get into that. We're getting into that. But as always, No Cap fam, we like to start every podcast with the Grandmaster toast and the Grandmaster fucking drink. What are you drinking, my man? We got whiskey, we got Henny, we got this flavored whatever the hell this is.
I gotta drive. You got water? I gotta drive.
What's your poison?
Let's get this man.
Here you go. I got it.
Hey.
Look. Gives me the gallon. Doesn't give me a drink. Doesn't give me a shot. Gives me the gallon.
Yeah, but it's halfway gone. We get a pinch. There's barely nothing in there.
Yeah, no, listen, we get lit here. This is the No Cap style, bro. This is what we do here.
Yeah.
It wasn't that cup.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm very.
It's a splash.
Listen.
Very, you know.
I know you're stuck between two hunk of men right there with your hotness, just your Latin hotness, just.
What are we doing? Oh, this is a
Shot.
shot. You guys do a shot first?
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
I don't know the rules.
Shot.
Drinks.
There are no
We
rules.
drink. That's right. You're welcome. There's no rules here. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
I'm trying to say hello to hey, hello.
All right.
All right, ready?
Raise your
Even
glasses.
the producer gets in there. Oh,
Well, we don't fuck around here.
All right.
Eyes closed.
Wait, for real?
just fucking Marv.
Here's to the women with little pink shoes who steal our money and drink all our booze. Now she's not a virgin, but that's not a sin, cause she still got the box that the cherry came in.
Cheers
to that, gentlemen.
Yeah. That was a good one. I like that one.
was great.
That was good.
Oh yeah.
So, as the title of the episode says, Ray the Shining Star Calitri. And yeah, okay. Say it with your chest there, Ray. So like the big introduction, he, as you can see from the belts, the shining, the medal right here, right in front of us. He's
The bling bling.
double champ, light heavyweight division, ECWA, ECPA.
ECPW.
ECPW.
Get the letters
I get
I know.
you know what I'm saying?
It's all right.
Pre-gaming.
ECWA stands for.
East Coast Wrestling Association.
And the next one?
East Coast Professional Wrestling.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
You want to keep it like this far away from you?
No. Well, I want to like that. I learned that from wrestling. When you have it here underneath, it's clearer.
Okay, so from
the way our production works?
all right, here in our little production, these are not dynamic mics or condenser mics, so the microphone's actually here.
Oh,
Right.
I hear you fine. I hear you fine.
That's
So-
East Coast No Cap PA. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you know what? I think everybody wants to know, where the hell were you last week, man?
Oh my. So all right. So here's the story, right? I hit you up last minute, right?
Yes, you did.
And I'm like, hey, I know I'm supposed to be on the show, and I hit you up like on a Tuesday. No, on a Wednesday. I hit you up on a Wednesday.
You did.
And I was supposed to be scheduled to be here on that Friday.
That's correct.
And then I'm like, yo, dude, I can't make it. And he goes, okay, that's fine, but when I see you, I'm gonna punch you. I'm like, no, legit, that's what he texted me. He's like, yo, I'm gonna punch you. I'm like, wait, why are you gonna punch me? Like, you don't even know what's going on. Like, give me a break. Let me talk to you, right? So Me and a group of my friends, we've been working on this project to head out to Mexico.
Wrestler friends or regular friends?
My wrestling,
Okay.
yeah, my I keep my wrestling friends away from my personal friends. Just two
Absolutely.
different worlds. It's but we were working on this project for last year, and they had like 3,000 tickets sold for like one show. It was insane. Yeah, no, it was insane. And we were supposed to be out there 3 days, and of course, everything with the COVID that happened. We were trying to hold on to like the last minute, like, no, we're still gonna go, we're still gonna make it. They're not gonna cancel. And the last minute, the promoter canceled, right? So now we fast forward a year later, the opportunity comes back up. A buddy of mine, Victor Dragon Jr., if you see him, shout out to you. He's the one who made it all possible. He hits me up on Monday night. He goes, yo, we got the green light. I'm like, what are you talking about? We got the green light. Because again, that's not even in my mind. Mexico's not even in my mind. Because I just won the 2 championships. I have a match coming up. I was scheduled to be here. I was scheduled to do another podcast, which is the Dirty Heels podcast. If you guys are seeing, watching, shout outs to you guys. And I have like a bunch of stuff coming up. And just working on a bunch of different projects. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? He's like, we have Mexico. I'm like, for real? He goes, yeah.
Monday and leaving Friday.
Dude, like he told me Monday night,
Yeah.
and we're leaving Thursday morning. I'm like, okay, all right, let me assess what's going on because, so I had to take a day to think about it because, at the same time, not only I have commitments, which I'm I try to stick to my commitments as much as I possibly can because I have to respect your time, everyone's time, because you're making time for me, right? And vice versa. I have to make the time for you guys as well. Right. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then like I had to pick up my daughter. That was like my weekend with my daughter. Dude, like it was my niece's birthday. So shout out to my niece if you're watching. I love you so much, baby. Daddy Selly, I'll make it up to you. Happy birthday to you, girl. And just like I have all this stuff going on, and I'm like, okay, so let's really realize what's going on. Me as a wrestler, right? I have goals, just like everyone else. Absolutely. Just like everyone else who has goals in here. One of them was being wrestle in Mexico.
Would that have been your first time out there?
This is my first time out there.
Opportunity.
But also at the same time, I had to like my job and this and that, and I'm like losing so much, right? But at the same time, I'm like, yo, Mexico's on top of my list. It's Mexico, Japan, Canada, and Puerto Rico.
Fire.
Yo, when we go to Japan, bro?
It's coming.
Live podcast from Japan, yes sir.
Yes,
so be down for that
Listen,
one.
It's coming. You just gotta be patient a little bit.
Ada.
So everything that was happening, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take the chance, and I'm just gonna go. And last minute, and this is crazy because it's so crazy how the world works that when I called the airline, my credit was expiring on the 20th. And this was just like last week or whatever it was. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I just used that for whatever, and I headed out there, and it was, one of the best experiences that I ever had. I love it. It was Mexico stole my heart as far as wrestling goes.
I was about to say.
Relax, slow down, slow down, cowboy. Slow down.
What promotion were you at down in Mexico?
I was in RLLI, which is Revolución Lucha Libre La Tapa. So shout out to those guys because I know you're watching. Shout out to those guys.
So Mexico, I know they big on Lucha Libre style. Yep. You still go down there as in character, or is it you switch up for?
I'm in character.
Oh, 100%?
100%.
Unmasked.
Well, yeah, because I don't wrestle with a mask.
No, but I'm saying you don't switch up wherever you go.
No. I don't switch up wherever I go. Right. One of the crazier stories that I was telling him earlier. We were at the mall, right? Mm-hmm. So, I'm minding my business, whatever. So it's me and two of my other friends. One of my friends he's 6'10". He's a giant, right? And then my other friend, even though he's Puerto Rican, he wrestles with a mask. Mm-hmm. But he's one of those guys that he never takes the mask off, ever. Right. Like, he'll come here, you'll never see his face. Right. And the most he'll do, like, if he doesn't have a mask, he'll be like this, which is pretty cool. Again, Victor, shout out to you. So we're at the mall.
True to it, yeah.
No, check this out. No, but this is crazy. Yeah. We go over there. Someone goes up to him, asks for a picture, right? Okay, cool. Then someone comes up to me, asks me for a picture. Then someone comes up to the other guy. Next thing you know, we have like 20 people around us. That's dope. It was insane. I felt like a rock star. It got so bad to the point that the security guard, he came and he's like, yo, listen, you guys got to leave them alone because they're here. They're about to leave. I never experienced nothing like that out here. It was like I'm like, all right, cool. I'm international now.
Right.
You know, I already made it. I'm the man right now. You know, so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Real quick, hey,
Sure.
everybody on Instagram Live, go onto our YouTube channel. We're gonna continue it over there.
Continue. No Cat Rebels. Let's go.
All right, so bring us back, because as a definitely a former wrestling fanatic,
Sure.
I want to know like your background and how did you fall in love with the sport?
The sport of professional wrestling. It I always refer to it as, when you have your girlfriend
Yes.
you've been with for like 20 years.
No.
And
No.
Then, so for those who can relate, right?
Shout out to her.
Right? Yeah.
Whoever you are out there.
wherever you are there, right?
Losers.
At one point, everyone had that one girlfriend, right? But then you always look at the hot girl that you could just never have.
Okay.
And to me, that's always been wrestling. Wrestling's it's the hot girl that you can never have.
Right.
Because no matter how much you give it, it's just gonna keep getting better and better. You just want to keep doing it more and more.
Right.
Again, because I'm an athlete and I pay attention to what's going on and everything else. And I'm like, okay, so how can I impress her more? What more can I do? Okay, I just went international. What's the next step? So I'm always chasing the hot girl, which is wrestling. But I fell in love with the wrestling.
How old were you?
I remember being like 8 years old.
I was 8 years old.
8 years old, man.
Similar. I think we all were.
Everyone.
If you can't tell,
Yeah.
Yep.
the Ultimate Warrior.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my guy.
And I remember my mom, growing up, my mom used to be like, listen, you better do your schoolwork. If not, you can't watch Saturday Night Main Event.
Okay.
Oh no.
And I was like, I'm just like scribbling. I'm like, whatever. So that was pretty cool because, I grew up as a Hulk Hogan fan and Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, those guys, the 80s.
Ooh
Which is awesome, super awesome. And then what really hooked me, a match, if you guys, I don't know if you're interested in watching it or not, WrestleMania 12, 1996, Bret Hart against Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Iron Man
epic,
match.
epic.
Iron Man match. Dude.
School job.
No, that's Survivor Series.
Oh, sorry, Survivor,
That's separate. This is the first ever Iron Man match, which they went 60 minutes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then Bret Hart's walking away with the title because he thinks that he won because by default he's the champion, whatever. Then Gorilla Monsoon, who at the time was the general manager of the show, he comes out, no, we're going into sudden death. And then Bret Hart ends up losing. And it's like, if you see the build up to that match and just the emotion that those guys put in that match, that hook, from there, I was like, okay, I want to be a wrestler. And I was like 12, 13 years old. From that point on, I was like, I want to be a wrestler. And it's so crazy because as I'm growing up, right, going to school and all this other stuff, I was known as the geek in school because I like wrestling.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, everyone in freshman year, like of high
football
school,
and basketball, shit like
people
that.
start getting into football, basketball. The guys start getting into the girls and this, and I was still into wrestling. And everyone's like, oh, how I'm trying to make fun of me, and I dress, I dress kind of funny, whatever. But now, what's crazy? Like, you go full circle now to my career, and those are the same people who are like, oh, listen, I wish you could do it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't know I could do it. Don't lie to me. I know who you are. I know who you are. But it's okay. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Yeah, that's true story. That's true story.
So any extracurricular activities during in school, any sports, anything like that, or it was just like
Well,
straight
you know what? I
fan?
was always smaller.
Okay.
I love football, but
Right.
because I was always smaller. I'm like, I weighed like freaking 90 pounds in high school, dude. Like, where am I going? I tried out for baseball one time, and it just didn't work out.
But you Puerto Rican though, so you supposed to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
Clearly,
I
he
know.
just said it didn't work out.
I know.
He
I
clearly
know.
just said it didn't work
I know.
out.
For Puerto Ricans, it's either baseball or boxing,
Right.
and I couldn't do neither one. So
Where you from exactly?
so I am born in Utuado, so I'm actually from the island.
Okay.
And I was raised in Newark.
Nice.
I came
Shout
over
out
here-
973.
The whole North crew in here.
Yeah, the whole North
Any siblings?
Yeah, oh man, dude. So it's the whole 1980s
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans left and right, everybody's family. It's all no. That's what
Sounds like my childhood. Puerto Ricans everywhere.
Puerto Ricans everywhere. No, but so I have two blood brothers, right? And then I have
That you grew up with, or
yeah, we grew up in the house, and it's working mom, single, the typical story, 3 jobs. We're living in a basement, we're living in a 2-bedroom apartment, whatever. And I believe that molded me to where I'm right now, which I'm super humble and I'm grateful to where I am in life. And it's just life lessons that most people will never understand.
absolutely.
Oh, who's calling me? Oh my God, Jesus!
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I think we had Jackson pick up for his son. You got
Yeah, you gotta
chicken
answer.
nugget. You want your chicken nugget?
What's up, baby?
Where's my iPad?
Oh my God. It's actually in the house. I have to go get it. I didn't have time. I had to come do this interview, and these guys were pressured. Look, I'm here with chicken nugget.
Daddy duties.
What are you doing? Where's the iPad? What are you doing over here?
Everybody else over here. But I'll pass it to you once I finish here, okay? Smile. Jesus.
Okay. She's so depressed. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, I love you. Bye.
Get him.
What a good daddy. What a
Listen,
good daddy.
you know what? I forgot that in the introduction. 2-time double champ, light heavyweight champion, Mr. International,
Big boy.
and father, man.
The best side of them all, right? Tell them. Let them know.
Yeah. But I forgot where
We're talking about your family. We're talking about you grew up with your two
my family,
brothers.
So I have the two brothers, and then as far as my stepbrothers and sisters go, I have Mari, Brenda, Yadi. So I got 3 stepsisters and additional stepbrother. But it's crazy because like their kids, hey Uncle Ray, it's like it's not even
Because they're younger than you.
we're around the same age.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
they still call you Uncle Ray.
No, we're their kids call me Uncle Ray.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That means you're close.
Yeah.
You're close.
So after school, finally taking it seriously, what was it that you said, okay, I want to actually do this. I want to take it serious.
Like
in
after
the training to become a wrestler.
So when did you
'Cause
start?
You did say you
When did
didn't
that
take it-
opportunity
You
present?
didn't
When did all
take it
that?
in school.
When you didn't play baseball, you
Yeah.
didn't box.
Yep.
You too small for football.
Yep.
When did the passion for watching wrestling
Yep.
start taking form for you?
Oh, okay. So that was like, I think it was 4 years after high school or something like that. So because I finished when I was 17, so around 21, 22 or
Okay.
something like that. I started training in 07
Okay.
Where'd you train?
in IWF,
Okay.
Independent Wrestling Federation.
Right.
They used to be out in West Patterson,
Okay.
but they just recently moved out to Nutley, New Jersey.
Okay.
Walk us through the training process. Is it like they have the setup of like a independent circuit, or is it just like a strictly gym type?
Oh no! So what they do at the time? They had a gym inside the the big arena, whatever you want to call it, and then we would train. We would do calisthenics, work
Okay.
out.
Right.
Then we would go over drills,
Take bumps and stuff.
take bumps, learn how to protect yourself, how to protect the person that you're wrestling against.
So the basics.
Yes, the
Right.
basics, and then it's up to you to add your layers and add your character as you're
Nice.
going.
Okay.
And try things out, and I'll grab you. Hey, listen, I just saw this. Let's try this out. All right, cool, that worked. All right, that didn't work. Maybe don't do that. Instead of that, try this. So it's all trial and error. So this is the funny thing on how the world works, right? So I was training. It took me like, I think it was 10 months to graduate the program. So the guy, he's like, okay, finally you're ready for your first match or whatever. I said, all right, cool.
Was he an actual wrestler? Your trainer?
Yeah. He actually did stuff for WWF at the
What's his
time.
name?
Kevin Knight.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever. I had my first match, whatever, and then next thing you know, I'm gonna be a father.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Right. Right. So
Plot
something.
twist.
So something that I was working so hard towards or whatever. So now I have to take a quick a step back.
Right.
Because
Of
it's real
course.
life. It's
Of course,
real life.
of course.
You
Yeah.
have to take care of your responsibilities.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, all right. So what am I gonna do now? Okay, so now I'm gonna go be dad and be a full time, whatever. And I did that for a long time. I did that for 12 years. So my, you fast forward, my daughter's 7 at the point, 7.5, and things happen between me and her mom, whatever the case may be. Doesn't work out. She goes that way, I go this way. So the first year that happens, I'm partying like a rock star, right? I'm going out with the boys, hanging out, going everywhere, vacation left and right, blowing my money all over the place, doing nonsense, right? So then I said to myself, I said, yo, there's something else I got to do. I have to do more. Then comes around professional wrestling. That's what I told you earlier. It's like the
Right.
woman that you just can't get out of your head, right? And it's so crazy because when I started, those same guys that I started with, now they're on TV, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hold you.
In WWE.
Really?
Yeah. So if you look at a referee from WWE, his name is Matt Bennett.
Okay.
Referee Danny Danilo. Fred, what happened?
That's my dad.
Who's your dad? The referee?
Stupid bitch. He threw me off for like, is your dad okay? The fuck?
No, but
Anyway.
but it's a bunch of guys that not only they've been to WWE, but they've toured the world.
Right.
Dope.
And here I am. I'm like, and they would always see me in the local gyms around here, and they're like, "Yo, when are you coming back? When are you coming back?" And I'm like, I don't know yet. But then once it was finally happening, I'm like, "Yo, I'm coming back."
When was that? When was that? How far from today? How long ago was that?
November 2018.
Okay.
Oh, that's
That's
Wow.
recent.
three.
Very recent.
Oh, almost three. Two and a
Very
half.
recent.
2.5.
Yeah, very
okay.
recent.
Okay.
Very
Good.
recent. And then once the guys see me coming back and stuff like that, they're hitting me up like, "Yo, it's so good to see you back," and this and that. So it's crazy because, so this is the structure how it usually works when you go to a school. You learn from nothing. Takes you 10 months to graduate. After 10 months, they have you doing security. You're setting up the ring. You're giving out the tickets, giving out the flight.
Oh,
You're doing all
okay.
this other stuff before you even have a match. That's before you even have a match.
Okay.
Because they want you to understand all of the aspects of the business so that you appreciate it once you're having a match.
At the end of the 10 months, you get like a certificate or something like that?
Yeah, they give you a little certificate
Okay.
from the company saying,
Right.
you know, Ray Calitri has completed the course
Gotcha.
of professional wrestling, whatever.
So start at the bottom after.
Yeah. So you start at the bottom, right? So I'm coming back, and I went with one of my best friends. At the time, hold on, I gotta move this because I know people are gonna be like, "I can't see your face." Oh my god, you see my face all the time. What are you talking about? Go look at all my pictures, all my videos.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, but listen. So you know what's crazy? So when I go back, my first time training with my best friend, I'm like, all right, so we're just rolling around, just messing around or whatever. The trainer comes up to us and he's like, "Yo, you guys want to have a match?" I say, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, in 2 weeks." It was like Thanksgiving or something like that coming up. And I look at my best friend, I was like, dude, I haven't been in a freaking ring in like 10 years or 11 years. But if you're down, I'm down, whatever. So, and then that's just how.
But you've been training this whole time.
No.
That was your first time ever back in 10 years.
Back since I left from when I was about to become a dad.
Wow.
It was like a 10-year gap.
Wow.
But I mean, I would
Holy shit.
always watch the product.
I was gonna say,
I would
in
always
the
keep
10-year
it-
gap, did you still?
Yeah,
like,
I would still watch the product or whatever. And because I had the friends in the business and
Okay,
stuff
okay,
like that,
okay,
so I'm, whatever. And then so he's like, "Yo, you guys want to have?" I'm like, "All right, cool, whatever, dude." And that's unheard of for you to come back and someone to be like, "Hey, listen, have a match."
Right.
That's you don't hear that.
So it's okay. So you training at the gym. Is it likely that you meet like promoters or other wrestlers on the circuit, and they,
Absolutely.
that's how you would get on?
Like for you to get on other shows.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say you have a show going on, right? I'm wrestling at your show, and then I know you. Do you guys go by stage names or you guys go by your real names? I don't know.
That's Grandmaster Z right there.
So let's say you have your show, right?
Right.
I want to go to Grandmaster Z show, right? So I just finished doing your show. I have video clips.
Okay.
I do. See, this is me. This is just me. I'm super extra when it comes to it because I take it very seriously.
You? Extra? No, not you.
I mean, I'm in a
Not this guy.
I'm in a 3-piece suit.
I'm wearing a tank top, the purple. Motherfucker comes in here ready to go to a business meeting. Goddamn.
You gotta rock the Armani suit. What are you
Boy,
gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
you know.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the fucking Walmart shirt. I got the Armani suit. Okay. Okay.
But so I have all my stuff together and I forward it to him.
Okay.
And I look, listen, I'm interested in coming in your promotion. If you have a spot available for me, whatever. I have 6 years of experience. I'm well traveled. I've been here, there, whatever. Your references, whatever. Then he'll reach out back to me. Hey, look, listen, I don't have anything right now. Keep you in mind, whatever. But I usually always get, come down. Because, I have the look and I do everything else extra,
Right.
So your first match, walk us through.
The first one with my best friend.
Yeah. You said that.
From the November
After the
of
10 years.
2018.
Right.
Dude, I was so nervous. I was so nervous.
And
I was
what
like,
promotion was that?
I was like, huh?
What promotion was
For
that?
ECPW, the one with the white belt.
Okay.
Yeah,
This one, the white belt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The white belt. I was so freaking nervous because it's so nerve wracking because you're like, yo, you don't want to mess up. And I had like 15 people, friends and family,
To come to
see me and support, right? And then plus everyone else who doesn't know me at the shows.
Right.
So I'm like, am I gonna be received good? Like, do I still have it? Like, are we gonna go? Like, so it was just so nerve wracking. So I remember just standing across from him, and this is a true story. He beat me back in 8th grade. When I hear me out. No, this is a true story. Hear me out. I will forever hold on to this story, right? So this is when I went from 8th grade going into a freshman year of high school.
Okay.
You get the little rings or whatever, the little graduation ring.
Sure.
And you put it with your little birthstone or whatever. So I'm born in November, so I'm topaz, which is like a goldish color, whatever. So at the time he was like 6th grade going on 7th grade. But this guy's fucking, he's huge. He's like your height. He's 6'10" or whatever.
How about that, dog? Okay.
But you know what I mean? Thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 6'10" bitches.
You know what I mean? You know?
It's a chair.
So we're wrestling, right? He goes, all right, we're gonna wrestle. You're gonna put your ring on the line. I'm like, all right, cool. Bro, my mom must have paid, I think it was like $300 for that.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of money.
yeah.
Back in the days,
Back
that's
in
a lot
the
of
day,
money.
yeah.
1990 something. Yeah, that's a shit ton
that's
of money.
That's a lot of money. So let's just say I lost the title and then my mom whooped. I mean, I lost the ring.
You got double ass whooping.
Damn.
Yo, from double ass whooping to double champ. Here we go. Shit.
No, so
She went out to the ring
so
and looked at
no. So you know what's crazy? Like, you're asking me how, like, the walkthrough of my mindset and everything. So as I'm standing there across from him like this, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of was
Eighth
that
grade.
one
grade.
freaking
grade.
match that we
Yeah.
had in 8th grade. That he beat me for the ring, and I'm like, you mother, like I'm gonna,
Get
like
this
it's about, it's about to come on, you know. The bell rings and we just start rocking out, and then you know.
Okay, so did the nerves kind of go away once you guys started rolling? Because did that feel familiar to you? Because you guys have been practicing.
Yeah.
Did that feel familiar to you? Did the nerves kind of subside a little bit, or do you still stay like at that?
No. So it's not more like nervous. It's more like I'm in the moment. Like, yeah, I'm here. Like, all right, let's
Okay.
get it. Let's do it. It's not nervous because it's something that if you have it, you have it.
Right.
And once the bell rings and you walk through that curtain, you already know. Listen, you go to a wrestling show, to any indie wrestling show, you're gonna look and you be like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing.
Okay.
Oh, this guy, he still needs a little bit more training. He's trying to figure it out. But if you pay attention, you're like, yo, this guy, that's the man.
And how long at this point was your best friend? Was he did he stop or did he come back with you?
No,
or-
he came back with me.
Oh, so he was gone for 10
he
years.
was-
So you were
same
both
thing. Yeah,
you were
bro.
both gone for 10 years.
Both gone, bro. It was so crazy. It was so crazy.
Okay.
And it is just it's one of those things where the chemistry, that in-ring chemistry was just there. Like, he didn't even have to talk to me. I didn't have to talk to him. I already knew what was going on. I already knew like where to set up and spot up and
Right.
help him so he could help me and vice versa and everything.
Did you win?
Of course I won. I'm the shining star. What do you mean? I'm the shining star.
Oh, you know what? You're the shiny star. Did that personality start from the get-go or was that developed eventually?
Oh man! All right, so this is a cool story. So when I came in, right, the first night, Matt Lynch, shout out to Matt Lynch if you're watching. I love you, bro. Thank you so much. So Matt Lynch, which he's the ring announcer for ECPW,
Okay.
he goes to me, yo, do you have a moniker? Do you have a name? I'm like, at the time, I'm like, nah. Again, I was away from the sport for so
Right.
freaking
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
I don't know my left from my right.
So originally you weren't.
I was just Ray Calitri.
Gotcha.
Whatever. So he goes, all right, so how about we give you the name The Shining Star? And I'm like, okay, like, educate me. Like, when you tell me something new, I want the information. I want to know what's going on.
Why are you calling me that?
Why are you calling me
yeah.
that? So I don't know if you,
in wrestling that shit could be anything.
no,
It
no,
could
no,
mean
but,
anything.
no, but
seriously.
but in real life, if I don't know if you guys know or not, you know, because I told you the story beforehand. So in the Caribbean, which is Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Jamaica, you know, all that stuff down there, Puerto Rico is known as the Shining Star.
Oh shit.
Oh
This is the
shit.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Damn, that fucking came together so good.
Son,
Wow.
right?
So it's funny. It's funny that when I first introduced having you on the show and I was talking to Marv over there and he's like, Ray Calitri, is that his wrestling name? Because that sounds like a wrestling name. It's like that sounds like a you got Bret Hart. You got people with regular names that they don't have like their moniker. But they just use their names. He's like, yeah, that just sounds like. I was like, yeah, but he's the Shining Star.
Yeah,
And that I never knew that story. I've known you for almost a year now,
Yeah.
and I've never heard that story before.
There you go.
And I didn't know Puerto Rico was called the Shining Star. Now
There you go. See,
I
and now
fucking
everyone
lessons
else,
learned.
Everyone else watching, and everyone else on Instagram Live. Now you know.
Now I know.
There you go. Yeah.
So that started right then and there.
So so the whole moniker that you see now, that didn't start until I broke my ankle.
But okay, we're gonna get there. So,
Yeah.
but the name started.
the nickname started there.
Right
yes,
there. Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
Which was November 2018.
Okay.
I don't remember the date, but
So-
I'm terrible with dates.
So going forward, how long? Because I know you had an injury, but how long
Sure.
did you get to wrestle before your injury? How many matches did you have? Did
Oh, dude.
everything spiral then, or did it go like one match here?
No.
and then-
No. To me, it was spiraling.
Really?
Because I'm, not to toot my own horn, but I have the look.
Right.
I can talk. I have good gear. I could carry myself in a professional manner
Right.
that most people can't. And this is just me based on an observation. Probably people are gonna be upset when you see this. And if you're upset, guess what? Just step up your game and so what? Please.
Fuck yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, he's a no cap rebel,
You know
boy.
what I'm talking about?
I don't give a fuck.
Natural
Fuck you. I am who I am. Fuck
That's it.
you.
That's it.
Okay.
But it just started spiraling, dude. And I started doing shows in Rhode Island. I started doing shows in Philly. I'm doing shows in Delaware. I'm doing shows all over New York.
How often?
Brooklyn, Queens. I was legit wrestling every weekend.
Wow.
Every weekend.
Nice.
I was legit wrestling every weekend.
And how do these shows? How does these bookings come about? You
So the bookings ends up coming. Okay, so because I used to be a truck driver, right? I did it for like 8 years or so. The guy, which is Gino. So Gino, if you're watching, shout out to you too, because he's a very big part of me getting started into the business. He's the one who gave me the chance in November 2018 for ECPW. He goes, yo, I have this ring truck. Do you want to drive it? So you got to remember, at this point, I'm a nobody, right? So I need my name to be known. So we go back to it. Gino is gonna rent out the ring to Grandmaster Z over here, right? Gino's gonna tell me, listen, you go to his show, I'll make sure he puts you on
Because you drove his truck.
because I drove the truck.
Hey.
So you know that's called paying your dues,
Right.
which is great. I don't mind it. I it's part of the business. I've learned so
course.
much. So that's what I was doing, and yo, that opened up so many doors for me, and I met so many different people, and I networked with so many different people, and now, even now, people be like, yo, as a matter of fact, funny story. One time we were doing a show in Brooklyn for Mexico World Championship, MWC, right? My first Lucha Libre show ever. I was like a deer in the headlights when I came out. It was 500 freaking people there.
Holy shit.
Dude, that your average independent show goes between 100 to like 150 people depending on,
Right.
but to see 500 people when you come out, yo, that's a lot. And I have a famous picture on I think it's probably on my Instagram or so, where I'm standing on top of the rope like this,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
And you just see like the sea of people, and I was just like a deer. I was like, oh my God, like what the heck is going on right now?
Yeah.
So I did that show, right?
You had
I
the
did that
spark.
show.
You had the sparkle in your eyes. You had the sparkle in your eyes.
I had the shining star in my eyes. You understand? I had the shining star in my eyes. So we fast forward to my Mexico trip,
Like that.
So fast forward to my Mexico trip that just happened, and the guy that was there, the old school guy, he goes, "Yo, I remember you." I
From
said, "You remember me?"
no shit.
He goes, "I remember you from Brooklyn when you did that show with me." And I was like, "Oh, you're right." And yo, and that made my Mexico trip so much better because he already knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So he was already welcoming to me being there and seeing me 2,600 miles away from home. So that's how all the bookings go. And it was just a whirlwind. It was just spiraling down, and it was crazy.
Sounds like it was spiraling up.
Well,
for
yeah,
you.
that's what I'm
For
saying.
you, everything's going up.
Yeah, spiraling up.
Wow.
So your gimmick, your persona, how did that? You said after you broke your ankle.
Yeah.
How did you play that off with the image?
Well, how long from when? So that November 2018
Sure.
to when, I guess, an injury where you broke your ankles.
Sure.
How long was that? And then what made you get back, and what made you kick up the personality?
Wait, real quick. How did you break your ankle? What happened?
Right. That's right.
Wrestling.
Yeah. Okay. No, but like what exactly?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
let's get. How long till that injury, and what happened, and then
Yeah.
what made how'd you find the motivation? So it's a multiple part question.
Yeah, it's
Let's handle this.
Sure.
How long were you wrestling before you got hurt, and how did you get hurt?
Okay, so November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months.
6 months.
6 months into my career, coming back after 10 years or 10 plus years,
Wow.
I break my freaking ankle. And mind you, I was hot, like, cause I was up and coming.
You said every week,
bro. I was everywhere. You people will tell you I was all over the place. So 6 months, I break my ankle May 2nd, 2019,
practicing or in a match?
in a show, Rhode Island. Actually against a guy who he's a really good friend of mine now. He's like, yo, listen, just come with me. I'm gonna make sure they put you on the show. I said, all right, cool, no problem. That's a 4-hour hike from here. So I said, all right, no problem, let's do it. It was on a Thursday. I got work the next morning. Yeah. So we're over there, right? So I have him in a simple headlock, right, like this on the side, and then he's supposed to roll me backwards like this. I have the video. I never posted it. It's not online. You can't find it. It's on my phone.
Okay.
So he goes to roll me backwards. So my right foot starts to go back, but then my left foot, it stays within the canvas. So when that happens, it doesn't go anywhere. So he weighs 270 pounds. Alex, if you're seeing this, I don't know how much you weigh, but I'm just gonna exaggerate a little bit because that's what wrestlers do, right? So he weighs like 270 pounds.
Jesus.
I'm 190 at the time. So you're talking about all of this weight, all of this torque, all of this friction coming down in one ankle, and I hear it. So it was supposed to be a 12-minute match, right? This happens within the 3-minute mark. So all I hear is pop. I'm like, oh. And he goes down to me. He goes, yo, you okay? I say, yeah, I'm okay. And then he goes and slaps me.
I'm good. Oh shit.
He goes and slaps me for good measure. And then he tells the ref, check on him, right? So the ref is like, yo, you all right? And I'm trying to like figure out. No, like I'm trying to clear my head, trying to figure out what was going on. I just heard the pop. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He goes, yo, you want to continue? And I'm like, yeah, let's continue. Dude, even though I broke my freaking ankle, I still wrestled and I finished that match. And I was running and jumping and flipping. It was insane.
Adrenaline.
Pure adrenaline.
Oh, absolutely.
Pure adrenaline. Pure adrenaline. And then I get to the back, whatever, and I'm saying bye to everybody, whatever. And we're driving back. And then this part of the story is kind of messed up too. So we're driving back. And so, mind you, I have a freaking broken leg. Right, so I have my left leg on top of my dashboard, and then my buddy Alex, he's driving, right? And then next thing you know, I'm trying to like take a nap because I'm like, all right. In the back of my head, I'm like, okay, maybe I just dislocated it, maybe I just sprung it. Go to work the next morning, I'll be fine, and then this happened like on a Wednesday or something like that. And I was like, in the weekend, whatever. So next thing you know, all I hear is I'm sleeping like this, right, taking a nap. All I hear is, and I wake up, and it's freaking Alex. He's falling asleep behind the wheel.
Oh shit!
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He goes, oh, you don't understand. I work 16 hours. I said, I got a broken ankle. What are you talking about? I said, you know what? Pull over right now. So then I'm hopping on my foot. I said,
I would pay to see that. I would pay to see that.
I said, get out of here. So I'm driving back home with a broken freaking ankle. Mind you, he only drove 1 hour down, so I drove the 3 hours, and then he lives an hour away from me, so I drove an hour up, and then I had to drive another hour down, so I drove 5 hours.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
So okay, so you break your ankle.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, so what happened like after? Like, did you go get surgery? Did you?
No.
Did you just like kind of?
I got the MRI.
He went to Grandmaster Z comes along, takes his wand out of his ass, and fucking Alakazam that shit.
Sprinkle that butt.
Wait, hold on.
Also, you're an asshole because that was 6 days before my birthday. So fuck your ankle.
I'm sorry.
I said you're an asshole for breaking your ankle because that was right before my birthday.
Right before my best friend's birthday. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry.
He's your best friend, but he's my boyfriend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had a broken ankle. My bad. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't go get surgery. Do you at least go get it checked out?
Oh, shout out to my man Chucky because I know he's watching right now. Shout out to you and Chloe. So I did get it checked out. I went to go get an X-ray. It was broken. My fibula, my lower fibula, left ankle.
Wow.
I did not require surgery. So I'm trying to. The lady, this is a true story, man. So the lady, she's like, oh no, will you need emergency surgery and this and that? I'm like, whoa, relax, please, slow down. Like, I'm good. I don't have pain. I don't I'm good. No, I can't let you go. I'm not gonna let you drive your car. I'm like, okay, cool. So I called up a buddy of mine. I called up John. Finally, he's good for something. He helps out.
Wow, shots fired.
No, I love you, John.
You lying?
I love you,
Bitch, why you lying?
You fucking liar.
Okay.
No, right. So I call him up because he he does Uber. So I'm like, yo, can you pick me up? I'm like legit around the corner from the house. No, he ain't charged. No, he charged. Oh my god.
Solid question.
Right.
Solid. Okay, so
continue. So whatever. He comes pick me up, and I'm like, dude, just drive over here. Walk to my car, grab my car, and then I'm going to drive your car over there. And then he goes, but the nurse said you can't drive. I'm like, shut up. Just do what I just told you. Go get my car. I'll meet you at your house.
Okay. All right.
So whatever. So boom. So then I go see a specialist, orthopedic specialist, which is for the foot. I go see he's a head doctor for the Jets, for the New York Jets. So I'm like, okay, this guy, he's solid.
Should
guy.
know what he's doing.
Should know what
Yes,
he's doing, right?
absolutely, yeah.
Should know what he's doing. He puts me in a freaking air cast. I don't know if anyone knows what a freaking air cast is, but it's just like
Those big
it's
boots?
a splint. It's like a big splint. No,
Okay.
that's a walking boot. Yes.
Okay.
It's like a splint. It
Okay.
just holds it side to side and it just has 2 straps and that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the worst things I could have done. Because if I would have been in a walking boot, I would have been fine.
In and out, yeah.
Right? Because what ends up happening is I get into that, right? And then you fast forward that same year, I live by myself, right? I live in a 2-story house. I gotta go up and down to eat food. I have my crutches. I have to put my food in a bag like a freaking dog. Like, yeah, no.
That shit was funny. He's over here laughing.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. I was watching him. Just I didn't help him do shit.
Yeah. No, he would watch me from the bottom and say, "Yo, you got it? Yeah, I'm good. You sure? All right, I'll see you later. All right, bye."
Stupid bitch.
You ain't shit.
I wish I had a Dario button, bro.
You ain't shit.
No, so whatever. So I did all the rehab. I did all this other crazy stuff, working to get back. Started working out again. Started rolling around again, little by little.
How long?
So that happened in May, like in September.
Okay, so you got a couple months off.
Yeah, not too bad. So I went to work, right? October 29th, 2019. After work, right? So we're coming down like this, right? We're in a company vehicle. We're going down like this. I'm sitting in the back of the pickup. And then my boy, he's to my right, like where Dario is. And then he goes, "Yo, watch, you're going to hit him." So I'm on my phone. I'm not even paying attention, right? So I look up. Next thing you know, we smash into a freaking van. Next thing you know, the truck that we was in completely totaled. And then what ends up happening is with the impact of the accident, my left foot that I just finished rehabbing and getting better and this and everything, that it gets caught underneath the seat like this and it goes like this. Can you believe that, bro?
Crazy.
That's crazy, right?
So you re-break your foot.
I re-break my foot.
Fuck, dude.
So I had to redo that
So
all over again.
when did you go back? When did you start wrestling again?
Well, then with the pandemic and
COVID. Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
and then the pandemic hit. So,
So
it was-
during that time out, though, at some point you thought of this gimmick to come back with, right?
oh yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just tend to like go all over.
Yeah,
the
no,
place.
no. I was like, dude, like you just got back in October.
Yeah, like,
Then
what,
breaks it again.
accidents, This happened.
Yo,
this
like,
happened, yeah.
bro, you've been champion for like
Right.
fucking. I figured you've been wrestling for like 10 fucking years straight.
He has 2 belts
Bro,
on him.
you're that fucking good. You come back for like a month later, you're fucking champ. What the fuck?
2 times.
Yo, legit. Okay.
2-belt Ray. That's what they call me.
2-belt
2-belt Ray.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I call you. That's not what I call you. That's not what I call you, puppy. Okay, so like Marv said, so
check this out. So the first time,
you break your
the
foot.
ankle, right?
You break your ankle. Do you start your gimmick then?
No.
Okay.
So what I do is, because I love pro wrestling so much, I was still going to shows, and I was still driving the ring truck. But
You're still networking.
I was still networking.
Okay.
I was still staying relevant in people's eyes, right? So what would happen is now I can't really move around, so I would be in crutches. But then I would tell people what to do. Listen, put that beam there. No, that doesn't go there. Turn it around. It goes the other way. All right, let's put it here. No, center it a little bit more. So I was still directing the ship. So I was still, keeping my juices flowing.
Of course you were.
Of course I am. Come on, this is what I do.
Probably wearing a suit. Driving a truck wearing a suit. Got in the ships. I guarantee it. Man in a 3-piece suit, driving a truck, crutches. Hey, you do this. You do this. You do this.
They're like, okay.
It's a fucking manager. Right?
No. So then the Shining Star gimmick came out. I already had the nickname, right? So then I started thinking to myself, I was like, yo, I have to, because in wrestling, anytime you get hurt or you go away from the sport, when you come back, you have to evolve into something bigger and better.
Of course.
So
Comeback
I'm like,
story.
all right. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like what are the things that I'm really into, right? So I love women, right? I love
Facts.
I love nice clothes. I love having nice things. I love flashing, not flashing, but look, come on, man, look at me on camera, like that's, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Camera's over there, by the way.
That's what I just said. I just said like this. Look, come on, there it is. Look at that. Come on, look at that look. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fucking done with this kid.
So then I started looking at guys like Gino Hernandez. I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna know these names, but Gino Hernandez, Nick Bockwinkel, Ric Flair. Everybody knows Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey,
The Nature Boy, baby.
that's the Nature Boy, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, so now I have to what is everyone else doing and what can I do different, right? The majority of the guys today, you go to wrestling shows, they look like you guys. Now, when I walk in, Mr. Shining Star, Mr. International, now, right? I walk in looking like $1 million. Who are they gonna remember? You guys or me?
Oh. By the way, he just called you bitches.
That's what it sounded like.
No.
Hey, bro. ECWA, ECPW.
Match in a
Yo,
minute.
call me out, bro.
Yeah.
Call me up.
No.
6'3", 215 pounds. I'll show him the fucking light heavyweight champ, dog.
Oh my God, here we go.
But no, seriously though, tag team champions right here. Lindo Gringo, fucking Shining Star. Say it with your chest, girls.
Fuck this guy.
But yeah, no, but that's how the character, the Shining Star, came about.
Right.
I just want to evolve and do better, and what can I do to stick out from everyone else?
Right.
And it's so crazy because now when people look at me, they're like, "Yo, everybody just flocks to me, like just okay, let's go to this guy," and it works.
So the new image, the debut coming back, how was that?
Well, when was that too? When did you?
In ECWA.
So okay, so you're not doing AC. You're still part of that promotion. Obviously, you're the fucking champ.
Right. I just won that like last month.
That.
And on
No,
my
this.
birthday.
The white one?
The white one is ECPW.
That one I know you won recently. That one I know you won
On my birthday.
Last year.
November 7th.
last year. Yeah.
That was pretty cool too.
Okay, so your first match back, you're coming into ECWA.
No. We're talking about the gimmick,
Yeah.
the Shining Star gimmick, right? So
okay.
the Shining Star gimmick, it was actually, as a matter of fact, believe it or not, it was before I got hurt the second time. It was a show in September.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I broke my ankle in May, did all the rehab, started coming back, started training. I had one match in September, and that's where I debuted the gimmick.
Okay.
And that's when I came out with the shirt. And I came out with the beads, right? I had a little rosary on. I have a famous picture. It's a famous picture.
Actually, did you have flowers? Is that when you came out with the,
yes.
That's the
famous
match we
picture.
watched.
We saw that.
The famous picture.
So we'd like to do researches on our guests.
Yes, there you
and,
go.
and,
There you go.
and then the fact that you canceled last week.
Well,
I'm not gonna let that go. Valid reason, but still not gonna let that go. So we decided to watch the match.
Oh, good.
And we saw the support you had.
Ricky Martinez, right?
Yeah, Ricky Martinez. Well, he changed his name, Joey Martinez now, but yeah.
But that was the match.
That was a match where the Shining Star was born.
So that was the first. That's the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there
We
going
watched
forward,
it. Yeah. we watched a couple of your matches. Yeah.
yo,
But that was actually the first match we watched.
you know what's crazy? The spot that I do with the flowers, right? I didn't expect for the freaking flowers to explode like that, like the roses.
Oh, when you hit him.
Dude, when that thing said, I said, "Oh my God, this is the greatest thing!" you don't expect that. You don't expect that.
Gotta sell it, man.
But then, shout out to Cocoa too, by the way, if you're watching. It was his ring, right? And like the rose petals, because we were like rubbing on it or whatever.
Oh.
The color red stood on the mat, and he was so upset. I'm like, dude, I felt so bad. I'm like, dude, I didn't know that was gonna happen, because if that was gonna happen, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But I'm happy I did, because
'Cause
now it's a
look-
famous spot. It's a famous spot and a famous picture.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looked good.
Thank you.
Looked good.
Thank you.
So okay, so that was September.
Yes.
Okay, so that's when the Shining Star. Then October, you break your ankle
Yes.
in work.
Yep.
When did you come back?
February. Yeah, February.
Okay, to what promotion?
It was actually for Cocoa's promotion. There you go. Work Rate Entertainment. There you go.
Okay.
I actually wrestled Joey Ace, one of my best friends in wrestling.
Okay.
And that match was pretty cool. And that's one of those matches again where I'm standing across the ring from him, and I'm like, all right, like, what are you gonna, like, I already know what you're doing. Like, I already know where you're gonna go. You're gonna move here, so I gotta move here. No, we're not gonna do that. So now, since you're gonna move there, I'm gonna move there with you. So now you gotta figure it out. I had so much fun with that match.
That's awesome.
So much fun. Yeah, so much fun.
Okay, so lead us up. So now this is 2020.
Yep.
So February
This is
22.
before the
Right,
pandemic.
February.
Yep.
Pandemic was in March. So happy anniversary to you, COVID. You son of a
thanks a lot.
bitch.
Thanks a lot, COVID.
stupid bitch.
Thank-
Okay, so February before COVID, you have your match, come back.
Yep.
How did COVID change wrestling for you?
It changed everything, man.
I can imagine.
Just because, like, right before as a matter of fact, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. So before the Mexico trip, I was supposed to go out to Puerto Rico. I was supposed to wrestle out there for 3 days, and then after that, come back home, 4 days rest, and then fly out to Mexico and do the tour over there. So then, when everything changed, now you're closing gyms.
Yeah.
Now you can no longer train.
Yep.
Now you can no longer have shows.
Yep.
So now, you're eating all of this garbage food. It was terrible. It was, come on, everybody went through it. Everybody went through it. You can't go nowhere.
Uh-huh.
Work is, you're working like 1 day a week,
Right.
except for you guys, obviously, because
Shh, nobody knows. Shh.
Yeah. We don't.
I'm a wrestler.
I'm a
oh, you guys are wrestlers.
I'm your tag team partner, bro. What the fuck? I just announced it, bro.
El lindo gringo.
El lindo gringo is
There
coming
you
in
go,
hot,
there you
bro.
go, there you
I
go.
don't wear suits. I
Um,
wear those like halfway buttoned down, just fucking hairy chest, just. That's me.
That's fine. That's fine. But no, it definitely changed everything.
So when did you start fighting? Well, wrestling again. Well, by the time everything, COVID, everybody's, lifting restrictions and
everything
all this other
happened in
shit.
March, right? And then we had a show for a different company, BCW, which is Breed Combination
Body
Wrestling.
worn.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Shut up, man. Okay.
And that one was actually pretty cool because it was in Atlantic City. So it was at the
sick.
Showboat. Yeah, it was at the Showboat Casino, and it was an
dope.
outside show.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's the first time I ever wrestled a woman.
Okay.
Where?
Dude.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
See, you guys did not do your homework. See, you guys didn't do your homework.
hold on.
See,
I didn't see
no,
that.
No, hey, listen. 2021, bro. They're just capping all that stuff.
no,
It's capping. No. Hold on a second. So when was this? Because you said it's outside, so I'm assuming it's warm.
September.
Okay, so it's still warm. In
It was
September.
Labor Day weekend or whatever it was.
So is that your first match back since COVID?
Yeah, from COVID. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
And it was a girl?
It was against a girl. Believe it or not.
Sorry, woman.
Yes, a woman. Yes, very well known woman, Faye Jackson. Shout out to you if you're watching or if anyone sees her. And it was crazy. Like.
Did you lose?
Yes, I lost. I did the best that I can, but it wasn't good enough. So I did lose.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, that's all I care about.
It's all right. It's all right.
I want the glory. I just want to know about the glory.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, so you're out there showboat wrestling,
Yep.
woman. Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
No. And it was just so weird to me because a few months before that, I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but there was a movement in pro wrestling called Speak Out, I believe. I believe that's what it is. If that's not the correct term, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with these things. I'm pretty sure someone's going to correct me down the line. Where a lot of wrestlers and stuff like that, they were accused of certain things that they shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So they shouldn't be doing, right? So, yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
Is this like
Recent? No, like it's real. Like you could.
No, I'm saying, is it like wrestlers from major promotions or like?
just like all over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like from top to bottom, and
Right.
it was like 150 names that got dropped or whatever.
Oh
and
shit.
Yeah, dude, that stuff made me nervous, right? So
Well, I guess that's also like last year that we also had like the Epstein stuff and all that
Sure.
stuff come the fallout and
Yep.
all that sexual harassment
Yeah,
stuff's been
yeah.
pretty big in the news.
Yeah,
Okay, it makes sense.
yeah, so here we're going through this bad drought of the bad news of the people and stuff like that, and then they put me in a match with a girl, and I'm like,
How's it gonna work, right?
I'm like, man. I was like, all right, I'm a professional. I'm gonna do the best that I possibly can, right? This is the first time I'm wrestling a woman, so I go to approach her so I can speak to her and stuff like that. This is the first time I ever met her. She's super nice, and they were actually having a conversation about the movement, and I'm like, oh great, man! Like, what did I just walk into, man? Like, oh, this is not the way it's supposed to be. But we made it happen. It was so good. It was a fun experience. Again, first time ever wrestling a woman. Super dope. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, she
won.
better.
She won.
No, she is better than
Clearly.
me. She is better than me. She is better than me.
Really?
No, it was Atlantic City. You wasn't there. No.
So
Man, what a friend you are.
okay, so
thanks
okay,
a lot.
this is September. You lose to a girl.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
You said you won this belt on your birthday, November.
Yeah.
How many matches in between the Atlantic City fight?
Just those two.
Just wow.
Because everything is so.
Because
it's
COVID.
It's a lot of restrictions now. They're not allowing shows in New York. They're only allowing shows in Jersey. And now, not only that, capacity is only 25%. So you're
Right.
talking about anywhere between 60 to 70 people per building.
Wow. That's total.
That's total.
That's
And
including
so now-
workers, wrestlers, fans.
No. That's just
Oh,
attendance.
it's
That's
okay.
just
Okay,
attendance.
okay.
So now, if you're a promoter, right? Grandmaster Z over here is a promoter. Now he has to dish out all this money. He's gonna possibly lose out more money than what he's gonna make.
Because you're used to 100 to 150. Now you're only doing.
Correct. There you go. There you go.
Taking on his promotion role. Okay, so
That was fast.
So I got a little background story of the champion belt, right? So
Okay.
me and you talked about this
Yeah.
one morning. So tell me about that belt. What does that belt mean to you?
The story. Oh, you want to know the story? Oh,
I get.
my God.
I want. Okay, not that we're crunched for time. I don't want people to think we're crunched for time, but keep it general important tidbits about this story.
Okay, important story. So I started with ECWA, right? There was a guy who I was supposed to wrestle. He cancels last minute. He can't make it. So they're like, all right, cool. We're going to bring a replacement, whatever. I wrestled the replacement. I beat him.
Okay.
Right? So then Joey Ace, which is one of that championship used to be called the Mid-Atlantic Championship.
Right.
A new guy bought the company. He wanted to rename it. They stripped Joey Ace from the title. So now they put the title in a tournament.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, Ray, you're in the tournament. All right, cool, let's go. So I'm doing all of these promos. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm doing all these pictures, videos. I'm doing everything. Hey, Ray, you're no longer in the tournament. Damn. Okay. Hey, listen. One of the most important things that you have to learn in wrestling is cards subject to change.
Right.
What that means, anything can happen last minute.
Okay.
So I'm a professional. I'll take it on the chin. No problem. Bring it on. So that gets canceled. All right, we're going to put the match in a triple threat. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm going to be in it.
Right.
No, Ray, you're not going to be in it. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not going to be in it? They're like, no, we're not. So we're going to put these two other guys in here. Plus, we're going to put the guy that you beat before. We're going to put him in the match. I'm like, yo, why am I not in the match?
Juicy story. See how it's all starting?
Why am I not in the match?
You did all that promo too. It's crazy.
Yep.
Like, look, listen, man. I'm a competitor. At the end of the day, I'm a competitor. I want to be there.
You beat him.
Like, I beat him.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah.
Fair
Okay.
square. Beat him. All right. We'll work something else for you. All right, no problem. So then there's this prestigious tournament comes around once a year for ECWA called the Super 8, which is actually coming up in May. April. Damn, no, I'm lying to you. It is May because the new one is coming up in April. Again, I have too much going on in my head. So it's a Super 8, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I know they're gonna put me in the Super 8, right? They don't put me in the Super 8, but they build me to be part of the show. Last minute comes, hey, your match gets scrapped. I'm like, what? And come to find out, the same guy that I beat who won that championship, now he's in the Super 8. I'm like, yo, what about me?
Yeah.
Like, what am I here? Like, what we doing here? Yeah, you're just spitting on me. That's yeah.
We need that sound. We need that sound.
Yeah. So now I'm aggravated, dude. I'm frustrated. I want to punch somebody in the face, right?
I get that.
Yeah, because it's a show, but you get the
Listen. You beat the guy. He's now the champion. They keep telling you, "Oh, you're gonna be in it," and they keep scrapping your shit.
Yeah.
No, bro, you're getting dicked.
Yeah.
You're getting straight dicked.
I'm getting pulled around. So then I'm like, all right, cool. So then the promoter's like, look, listen, we're finally gonna give you your match with him, championship match for your birthday.
Right.
I'm like, all right, cool, perfect. So he goes to a show 2 weeks before. Somebody has COVID in that show. So he has to pull from the show. So I'm like, you mother...
Bet.
Wait, can I know what's going on?
No.
What the hell's going on?
You'll see later. It's
All right.
you might have to teach me how to properly body slam somebody for $10.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. So he goes to me, all right, so we're gonna put you in the show. So then he gets pulled from the show. So I'm like, all right. So the same guy, Ricky Martinez, that you guys saw earlier, he changed his name, Joey Martinez. So they had me face him to become the interim champion.
Okay.
Just like UFC or boxing, the champion can't perform, someone else has to step up.
Yes.
So that's what they put me.
Okay.
So you're like, all right, so you're new interim champion. And I'm like, no, I'm not interim champion. I'm the champ, bro. You're not gonna play me out here like that. I'm the champ. And not only am I the champ, I'm El Campeón de Legacy. Bro, when I did that, people were going crazy. Because now when everybody sees me, El Campeón. Everybody calls me El Campeón.
Wait, so this is like doing like a promo or something like that, like on the mic, or so everybody else can hear, or this was like a private conversation?
No. Actually, so I win the title, whatever.
Right.
And then when I go backstage,
Okay, gotcha.
I say it to myself. Like I did a post, because what I like to do is I like to do I don't know if you guys watch New Japan at all or not, but New Japan, they're very famous for doing an after match post show interview.
Gotcha.
Where you just get on the camera because the feelings are raw, and you just finish the match and you just want to go everything that's going on through your head. So I'm like, all right. So again, I am the little guy because I'm in the smaller platform, independent. New Japan is up here. They have a bigger audience. But I'm like, yo, if they could do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if it's working for them, why not me try, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I did it. I jumped in front of the camera and I'm like, yo, I'm El Campeón de Legacy. And ever since then, it just stuck. And I love it.
Dope. Okay, so from you, you're from being on the view of someone on the independent circuit. What's your take on like major promotions? I know WWE is still on.
Oh, that's the number one.
Yeah,
I
I
nobody
know.
touching them.
TNA is now canceled, right?
It's called Impact now. They
Impact,
changed the name. Yeah, they changed
Right.
the name. So they're like mid-level. They're like, okay, so the number one, like you have WWE, of course.
It's been.
And then you have
Always.
New Japan,
Mhm.
which New Japan is freaking huge.
Mhm.
And then you have Mexico, which is CMLL.
Okay.
Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. That's what it stands for. And then you have your other shows like the Impact,
Yeah, I think they said Ring of Honor is on TV.
Ring
now,
of
right?
Honor, yeah, Ring of Honor, MLW,
Yeah,
AAA.
right.
They another thing too, they have NXT and WWE.
Oh yeah.
That's-
Which is dope that they put it on TV now
That's-
because
yeah.
remember that back in the day they had like OVW. And
Yeah,
if
OVW,
you were
yeah.
only from the area, you could
Yep.
see it. Now they got a shot, even if
Yep.
they don't actually make it
Yep.
to the main stage. It's like okay, well people know who we are.
And they also have AEW,
Mhm.
which is another major company that just came out.
Right.
But they're all good.
Yeah.
I don't criticize because I know what it takes to train. I know what it takes to wake up and
absolutely.
go
Yeah.
lift weights and do cardio and do your promos and take your pictures and come up with ideas and be creative. I know what it takes. So I don't
You know why I asked you?
Yeah.
Because looking at like old shoot interviews and stuff like that of like independent wrestlers or lesser, I guess, promotions in WWE. Some of them they would say that they wouldn't want to wrestle for them because of, I guess, certain reasons and things like that. So.
the fuck?
Oh, it's interfering.
Interference on the win.
Yeah. Or they didn't like the way that they did business or whatever.
Well, everyone's different.
Absolutely.
Everyone has their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
For me to sit here and be like, oh no, that guy's lying and they're still gonna go work for WWE.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Just because they didn't get the shot, basically. Yeah.
You know, I don't know that. As far as me, I can only speak about myself and my
Right.
opinions and what I think and my goals and my career. Would I ever work for WWE? Sure, I would love to.
shit,
Of course,
hell yeah.
that's a no brainer. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Is it gonna happen? Maybe not. But at the same time, I'm still having fun doing what I'm doing now, and that's one of the most important things for me is. You don't set yourself up for failure as far as your goals go, because if your main goal is WWE, all you're gonna think about is WWE,
Right.
and it doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
Now you're bitter.
Yeah.
Now you're not having fun.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to wrestle. Now you're losing the focus of your true passion.
There you go.
Now
Yes.
when the fans come up to you and try to talk to you, nah, get away from me. No, I've seen it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you because I've seen it. So now I do micro goals. Okay, I want to wrestle Mexico. I did it. I want to become a champ. All right, I did it twice. As it goes, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely all doable. Like definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Everything is attainable as long as
Absolutely.
you put in the work.
Yeah.
But as far as like major goals, I don't put my focus on that because in the end, if it doesn't work out, I don't want to be bitter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So any mainstream wrestlers that you met personally or you seen on the circuit?
Yeah, I met
Oh,
Tony
got the chance to
Atlas.
work with?
I met Tony Atlas.
Dope.
I met Tatanka.
Okay.
I met Jimmy Hart.
Really?
Yeah. I met the guy from CMLL, which is the guy that I told you about earlier. His name is Skyde.
Gotcha.
He's super huge in Mexico. I met a bunch of those Mexican guys when we did the MWC. Not Pero Aguayo, he's the guy who freaking passed away. The cyborg guy. I met Blue Demon Jr.
Okay.
Ciclone. I met a bunch of different guys.
Dope,
Bunch,
dope,
yeah,
dope.
yeah, super dope.
Is that it? Is that what you got?
Huh?
Okay, so while you're trying,
Yeah.
Like some extreme matches.
I don't do that.
But so before
Go ahead.
he says he doesn't do extreme matches, but one of his finisher moves is off the fucking top
I
rope.
was just gonna ask you, what is your finisher move?
So I have two. I do a knee off the top rope.
Flying knee, bro, off the
Flying
top.
knee.
I don't do extreme shit. Flying knee off the top
Which
rope.
by the way, I have like this really cool picture against the guy that I beat. That I was talking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
I beat that guy, and I have like this cool picture of me like jumping in midair or whatever. It's pretty cool.
Did you name the finisher or is it just flying?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Crack-a-lackin'.
Correct. And I do this thing where when the guy is like on his knees, I guess, trying to get up, I just kick him in the face.
Okay.
Really hard.
That's nice. Use your height to your advantage.
Yeah,
You're
right?
right there. Fuck it.
right there. Yeah,
So,
just take it.
so something.
You should call your move Supernova since you're the shining star.
Oh fuck, dude. Fuck, dude.
Supernova.
That's why he's that's why he's on the production team. He's fucking always creating shit over there. No, always creating shit. So actually, something that I don't think we've actually touched on much. I don't want to give any secrets out.
Sure.
But how does all this come together? How do like I know to a point wrestling is real. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I know wrestling's real. People get hurt. You broke your freaking ankle.
Right.
You know, there are injuries. People get hit in the head with chairs.
Right.
Like there are things that happen in wrestling that is absolutely real, right?
Yeah,
People get hurt.
Yeah.
But how much of it is written beforehand? And how much of it do you actually go over beforehand to, again, safety, prevent injuries?
Sure.
And again, I think when I see wrestling, I'm entertained. I think the production is great. I think the writing is great. I think to an extent, everybody's, Hulk Hogan isn't really Hulk Hogan when he goes home. He's a father.
No.
You think
some guys keep it on, man. You know what?
But do you
watch his reality show?
But do you though?
No, listen, man.
That's him, brother.
You know what it is too?
Yeah.
Well, no, I saw the one video.
Of course it would be that video. But not for nothing. Like again, I can only speak about me, right? So my daughter has to check me sometimes. She's like, Dad, you're not wrestling right now. Cause I'll just start talking to her, start cutting a promo. You gotta go clean your room. You gotta come down. And she's
No way.
Yo, ask her.
Yo, Chicken Nugget, call back the show. Call the show. Call back the
How
show.
is it to have a wrestling dad? Like, you
Oh,
don't get your homework, come here, you with a
we
steel
gotta
chair.
get her on the
That's
show.
all.
You know what? Shining Star Part 2. Chicken Nugget, come on the show.
Yeah.
That should be dope. Actually, really good. Really good.
Would be good. Yeah.
So you have to be checked sometimes.
Yeah, by my own daughter. Like she
Wow.
just checks me just out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, cool. We're not in a show. All right, let me go back to that mode. But
Clean your room, honey.
like, you need help? I help.
You know, my bad. Let me clean it for you.
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, but so how much of it is scripted and how much of it is unscripted?
Okay, so again, I could only speak from what I've seen.
Right, your
my
experience. Your experience.
I can't speak for
Obviously.
bigger companies and stuff like that. So what ends up happening is Grandmaster Z owns a company. I'm gonna wrestle you. He wants the outcome to be that you're gonna win.
Okay.
Right. So now it is my job and your job. Hey, listen, let's put a match together.
And let's make the show great.
Let's make it great.
Okay.
And the goal is not about you winning or losing. It's about making each other look good.
Okay.
Making
fair.
the product look good.
Okay, good.
So that when they see the show, they're like, okay, that was believable.
Right.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I want to start following these guys. I want to start investing my time in these guys
Yes.
and the
Okay.
product and what they're doing. And that's how you grow as a performer, right?
Okay.
So if I'm coming to you, I'm already assuming that you know how to do certain things, right? So I tell you, hey, listen, you know how to do this, that. Okay, I expect you to tell me yes or no. Do not lie to me. Because when you lie to me, someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Then I can't protect you. You can't protect yourself. Then it comes out like trash, and then forget about it. It's over. But that's there's no scripts. That's the one good thing about indies.
Dope.
That you could just do whatever you want. But most people don't take it into they don't take full advantage of their creativity.
Yeah, because when you go up, you have less control over what
Correct.
you do. Yeah,
Of your character,
Absolutely.
of your moves,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
what
A
you're
lot of people
saying,
like-
what you're doing, your image. So now, when I approach this, I come full shining star, and this is all creative that I'm.
And you get to own that. Like, this is me.
This is me.
Yeah.
This is no one doing it for me.
Right.
I mean, I may ask him for a few ideas. Hey, what do you think about this?
Right.
And he'll chime in. Hey, instead of that, do this. But other than that, majority of the part is just me. But if I go to you and I tell you, hey, listen, let's do a moonsault. Do you know how to do a moonsault?
I do.
No, you do? Okay, so whatever. So we'll be like, all right, we'll do the moonsault. All right, cool. So we're gonna put that in the match.
Yeah.
So then you just feel it out.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right, before
now-
we. Oh, go ahead.
Now, let me real quick.
Yeah.
So now that we're talking about this whole topic, people were asking me like, "Oh, what you guys are doing for this week's episode and whatever?" And I said,
Sure.
"We'll have a professional wrestler."
Yeah.
And his comment goes, "Well, wrestling's fake."
Wrestling's fake. Yeah.
So, I haven't watched wrestling in a while.
Sure.
But at the end of the day,
What?
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 That was good. That was good.
You like that?
No. I watched it when he was around, and even way before that.
right.
That's understandable.
Sure.
But even though I haven't watched it in a while, I still enjoyed it at that time when I was growing up in my life.
Yep.
Yes.
So now how do you take the criticism when everybody or whoever wants to fucking have something to say because everybody has a fucking.
Sure, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has an opinion.
Everybody has their
Everyone
own
has an
fucking opinion.
Yep, yep.
So you yourself, how do you take the criticism when they're like, "Oh, fucking wrestling's fake" and all that bullshit?
Okay, so depending on the person, right? I could either take the professional road, or we're gonna you're gonna get my Puerto Rican side, right?
Hey, hello.
Hola, right? But for the majority of the part, I try to be as professional as I can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an example. What is your favorite show on Netflix? Doesn't matter. Pick.
See, I don't have a favorite show.
Cobra Kai.
Okay,
Okay, there you go,
Kai.
Cobra
Let's
Kai,
say
there you go.
Karate Kid, right?
Yep.
What's your favorite movie? Your favorite movie?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Is it really?
Wow. Hello.
Really?
I love horror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
well,
so-
that's his thing.
So now when you see Cobra Kai down the street, you're not gonna be like, that's what's the guy's name? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with
Leatherface?
names.
Johnny LaRusso.
Yeah, when you see
Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, whatever his name is. You're not just.
It's Danny LaRusso, Johnny
Whatever.
Lawrence. My bad.
I'm sorry. Again, I'm terrible. I'm terrible with names.
Fucked up.
So what are we gonna call him?
Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence.
Sensei Lawrence.
Okay. So when you see him down the street, you're not gonna be like, "Yo, that's Johnny Lawrence." No, you'll be
Right.
like, "That's freaking Karate Kid."
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you see Massacre, the Chainsaw Massacre, you're not gonna be like, "Nah, that's this guy." No, you're gonna be like, "That's Leatherface."
Freddy Krueger, Chuck, whoever is always gonna be the character.
Bro, Marvel. When you see freaking Robert Downey Jr., who's the first person you're gonna think of? You're not gonna think about him. You're, that's
Absolutely.
freaking Iron Man.
They were
I was
just
thinking
posting
about the guy
something
from
about
Tropic
it.
Thunder.
When you go, yeah, sure. So when you go to a convention, right? When you go to a convention,
What you mean, you people?
Hello.
Sorry.
Hola.
So you go to a convention,
Whatever. So you go to a convention, whatever. Robert Downey Jr. is not gonna sign Robert Downey Jr. He's gonna sign Iron Man to No Rebels podcast, whatever, No Cap Rebels, whatever. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.
And people have to understand that it's entertainment.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Well, of course. See that's how
Yes.
that's how I always saw wrestling, and honestly, it was fuck it, man. Like there's you know it's scripted because it's on TV. Almost everything on even reality shows nowadays
yeah,
are
yeah.
all scripted.
Yeah.
To an extent, they're all scripted.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, even this show, we have an outline. There's a script that we're kind of
Yes,
following.
yes.
Yeah,
You know,
Fuck
in
that.
regards to like questions, but like at the same time, it's like you gotta enjoy it. Like
no, yeah.
you still got athletes. Like they don't just like they're not fat slobs.
Right.
Like some of these guys, obviously you have your big shows and shit, but they're fucking
Sure,
huge.
sure.
But for the most part, these guys are fucking jacked.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
fucking ripped. Even
Yeah.
the women.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh,
they-
hey.
I love my
Oh,
I love my divas.
They
Well,
triple C
first of all,
thick.
you can't use divas no more. That word was
Yeah,
banned.
they don't call them that.
Women's
anymore.
division. That's yeah.
I love me my fucking divas, bro. Because here at No Cap Rebels, we say what the fuck we want. Welcome to No
Isn't
Cap.
that- well,
If
we
you don't
know
like
that-
it,
wasn't
get the
like-
fuck
we know.
out of
Wasn't like what's gonna
here.
happen. Wasn't Women's Day this week or some shit like that? Wasn't one of them?
And I'm celebrating. I'm not bringing women back in the. I'm not bringing them to the past, bro. We're in the future. They want to be called divas, girls. You're motherfucking divas. You know what I'm saying? Fucking princesses in my goddamn eyes.
All right, look.
Yeah.
Before we close out, I asked some questions on the No Cap Rebels IG. I want to get your take on a quick Q&A. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, so boom.
Wow, that's the first time.
Yeah.
First time for what?
Good job. Yo, this production's fucking getting better and better every week.
First time for what?
Questions, live questions.
Look,
Bro,
okay.
it's the shining star, bro. Come on.
So he always
we go. Guest.
Yeah, it's not us doing all the legwork. It's him.
It's the guest.
All right, look.
Yeah,
Your
go
favorite wrestler of
Stupid
all time.
bitch.
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, that's my.
You know what?
Boy,
If I had to compare you to
That is a
somebody,
good
the
ass
shining star
choice.
would be Eddie, like a cleaner version of Eddie Guerrero.
I love Eddie. I love
Right.
Eddie.
I don't know.
Alright,
He looked more like a Razor Ramon type of guy, but all right.
Yeah.
Your favorite tag team.
Stupid bitch.
Shoot.
Don't fuck
Okay.
this up.
So no. The Rockers.
Okay. Oh, so you took it back.
Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
One of the
He
favorites.
fucked it up.
No.
He fucked it
You
up.
want to know why? No. You want to
The
know why?
shining
No,
gringo
real quick.
star, bro.
No, real quick. Oh, no. So real quick story.
Go.
One of my most memorable memories was when Shawn Michaels super kicks Marty Jannetty and throws him through the freaking glass. Bro, that was mind blowing to me when I was little, and I was like,
And still to
he
this.
just did that to his best friend. That's his brother. Oh my god. So yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So your favorite, I don't want to say diva, but diva of all time. Women's wrestler.
What women's wrestler?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna say Trish Stratus.
Trish. Okay.
Yeah,
I think you said Trish.
it has to be. It has to be Stratus because she put women wrestling on the map.
But Trish over Lita though.
Two different styles.
Two different
Facts.
styles, but Lita's just.
Leader's more.
Yeah.
Sable?
Okay, so Trish is more.
Are we talking about looks? Or are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are you? What are you talking about?
No, so here.
So
So here.
he's
talking-
get a 2-part. Then.
He's talking about professionally. He's talking about Trish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, Lita, she changed the game for
No. Well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So okay, so
I feel like China changed the game.
Oh yeah. Rest in peace to China. Rest in peace.
yeah.
China's
Go. Trish Stratus. Why Trish Stratus for
no,
you?
no, it's just Trish Stratus because at the time she was the one, like she was the chosen one to like
Yeah. No, she's the goal. She's the goal of the
to
women's.
like
Okay.
you know
Wrestling, yeah.
listen, you take this and run with it.
Right,
So now
facts.
now the girls started following her. You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
Yeah. She started that whole
Stacey
diva shit.
Kleber for me, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the girl with the legs.
Yeah.
You know. Listen, you know me. I'm a fucking.
All right, look, I feel like you answered this, but
No, it's
again,
fine.
Yeah, greatest match of all time, and why?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is-
When he won
So-
the championship belt on his birthday, dog.
excluding you.
That's my match. Okay, so it's good to me. So one of my favorite matches of all time, aside from the Bret Hart Shawn Michaels, because that's what drew me into wrestling. It has to be the Eddie Guerrero Brock Lesnar match.
Okay.
Oh, sick! I actually
He was
remember that.
underdog.
Dude,
Yes.
if you guys know anything about storytelling, or if you guys ever read his book, and he talks about it in his book, and you know he was a recovering alcoholic and recovering drug addict, and he lost his family. WWE fired him. He started back at zero. He came back, figured it out, and he remade it. And at that point, he was never champion
Yeah.
till that night.
Yeah.
And if you watch that match is just so. If you put your phone down and you just watch that match for the 20 minutes it is or 25 minutes, you're thinking to yourself, "There's no way Eddie's gonna beat this guy, bro."
He's
Guys,
an underdog.
Bro, Brock Lesnar was huge.
is
He
a
was
monster.
he was a beast in WWE.
He's a monster.
Yes.
He's a
Beast.
monster.
Yes.
And you look at Eddie. Eddie's a little smaller. Eddie has a little bit of size on him, but you're like, yo, there's no way
You're
he's gonna
talking
beat him.
270 to like 215.
Yeah. Come on.
It's still like it's.
But if you pay attention to the storytelling, it was done so good.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite matches. Of all
Okay.
time.
All right, your funniest, the funniest wrestling moment,
Oh,
as far as like promo wise or whatever. Like,
Okay.
no bullshit.
No. So I got to go one for you guys. At a show, so I learned very hard. I learned the hard way, I should say. Yeah. You should always carry. You should always carry 2 sets. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Daddy.
What is that?
It's a.
Yes, Daddy.
There's underwear there.
Yeah. So you got to wear 2.
Yeah, you saw that.
That's the story, right? So you gotta bring 2 sets of gear with you, right? So whatever. So I'm trying to look for the bathroom because I gotta take a piss. Like I gotta piss, whatever. So I go into the room. It's a closet, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then we were next, right? It was a tag team match. So as I turned too close to the door, and there was a little nail sticking out. I didn't see it. It ripped my freaking pants down the middle and the back.
Did you know it ripped it?
Yes, because I heard it. I was like, oh, no, you mother. I was like, no way. But the good thing is, I was wearing blue tights at the time, and I had blue underwear. So it wasn't that bad, right? So if you look at the video, right, usually I come out with the Puerto Rico flag. This was before the whole Shining Star. This is when I first started with, regular. So I used to come out with the big Puerto Rican flag, whatever. So now you see me walking all out, and I have the Puerto Rico flag around my waist like a towel, right? And I was like, so the dude, my partner was supposed to take the finish, right? And then something happened, like everything changed last minute, and I'm like, all right, just give me the finish. So they go to give me the finish, and the camera guy is looking right at my ass. And you see the split, and it's just right there. And I'm like, oh no. So yeah, that's a pretty funny moment.
Did you find the bathroom and make it to the bathroom?
No.
So you had to deal with that too.
I had to deal with that too. Yeah.
All right, real quick, your the best finishing move. Not you, but as far as watching wrestling, a fan. Best finishing
Oh,
move.
that's rough. There's so many.
Nah, I need the number one.
Um,
That's your go-to move. That you okay. This is gonna put you down for the 3 count.
well, you know what I've been trying to work on? I've been working on a 450 splash.
Okay.
That's an awesome move.
Yeah, did you just come over there, bro? Yo, the fucking producer just came. He said 450 splash.
So I've been working on it. So I would probably say that just because I'm working on it.
Best entrance of all time.
Ooh, okay. Oh my god.
That J2 Pump when they come out is just like.
Nah, listen, it's not even Pump. It's Undertaker.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Old school Undertaker.
bro.
Not Kid Rock Undertaker.
No, American Badass.
Not Kid Rock Undertaker.
No.
Old school Undertaker.
Not American Badass Undertaker, because everyone knows when you're in the building
Yeah.
and those
lights
lights
go
go
out.
out,
Yeah.
that gong just hits, and then you just that spotlight, and you're like, yo, you just get the chills.
Yes.
So actually,
Yes.
it's his walkout, but it's his walkout when he's interrupting people. Stone Cold Steve Austin's when that glass
when the glass breaks,
breaks.
yeah, people lose.
that's
People
it.
lose.
Yo, they
Go
lose their
crazy.
fucking
Go crazy.
minds,
Everybody
dog.
lost their fucking mind. Done.
Because they know it's about the.
Yeah. Yeah. He's about to make it
Go
rain. About to
down.
make it rain with a beer. About to make it rain with a beer.
Best theme song of all time.
Time to play the game.
Actually, it's fire.
That's
was-
fire.
yeah.
That's fire. That one, the John Cena, believe it or not.
It's
Just because what he says, and
My little brother said that.
because of his time and era. Like he was
Yeah.
coming up.
Honestly,
he's like, yo, my
ruthless
time is
aggression.
now. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
honestly, John Cena as a human being, from what I what you see in
Sure,
interviews,
sure.
and all,
Yeah.
bro, my man's a fucking humble, huge humble dude.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to be. You have
Fucking-
to be.
He's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
He's dude, ridiculously strong.
yeah. Super strong.
He's retarded.
They call him Super Cena.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
he-
Yeah, Super Cena.
bro.
His name, I think his name was the prototype in the Indies.
Prototype.
He was
yep,
like, yeah,
yep. In
dumb,
OVW.
dumb
Yeah,
stocky,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
best promo cutter of all time. And this is I'm gonna say top 3 because this is actually hard.
Okay.
Because you got some killers.
It's actually a few of them. Roddy Piper's number 1.
Okay.
But hands down, like this guy, you could throw him whatever word and he'll spit you something out of nowhere.
Right.
Jake the Snake.
Love
you
Jake.
are old school,
Love-
bro.
I love Jake the
Jake
Snake,
the
dog.
Snake.
Snake
Super,
was
super
some-
old
Bro,
school.
Jake the
Yo.
Snake
Yeah.
would speak, yo, because he was different. He wasn't yelling in the mic. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He would speak
Yeah.
very subtle, very slow. Like I'm gonna get you. And when I put Damien, which is the snake, when I
Yeah.
put Damien out on you, and
Right.
like it was so good.
Yeah.
And
So
then
that's still.
the number 3.
This better be somebody a little bit more covered.
Yes, Ric Flair, dude. Come on.
Okay.
That's
All
the,
right.
that's
You get it.
that's the man
Right,
when it
right,
comes
right.
to promos. That's the
You know,
man.
I could see why you liked him.
Oh, I love Ric Flair. I love Ric Flair. Yeah.
Styling and profiling.
The Rock was pretty good.
The Rock, yo,
yeah.
that whole Attitude Era, The
Yeah.
Rock, Triple
Yeah,
H,
yeah, yeah.
Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels,
Again,
Yeah.
Chris Jericho.
It
a
depends.
lot of people was good on the
depends on
mic.
the era.
They was
it
super
depends
good
on
on the
that
mic.
time.
Yeah.
Depends,
Yes,
it depends
yes.
on the time. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Unforgettable, like cool.
So
shit
for me, like
that.
when Rock first started doing movies, I was like, "Yo, bro, just act like you were when you were wrestling, and not because your acting sucked." Like his acting when he first started like doing movies, I honestly thought sucked, and then obviously he progressively got better.
Right.
But like, and then you see him on like SmackDown, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, why can't you do this on the big screen, dog? Like the fuck?"
All right, real quick.
Sure.
This is just this or that. Just choose WWF or WCW.
Oof.
And this is like 2001, 2002,
Yeah, that's
right
the
before the
NWO thing.
invasion.
Yeah, yeah.
So WWF or WCW?
Shoot, it's so hard, man.
What?
No, it's so hard. It's so hard because you talk about NWO going up against The Rock, Triple H,
Can't compare,
and
brother.
Stone Cold.
Can't compare.
Yo, they beat him for like a year straight.
They did, but still.
Scott
you know
Steiner,
what it was
dog.
though? But
They
you know what it
did.
was? You know
They
what it was?
did.
NWO started great.
Oh, Goldberg.
Come on, you had Sting with the bat, like
That
close
was my
Sting.
boy.
Well, you have Kane.
Yes.
You got Kane.
No,
with
no.
the-
Again, it goes back and forth, right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but- Okay, but I need an answer.
No. I would, and again, this is just my because I'm biased because of Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero. I'm a WCW guy. If you asking me that question, just because those are my guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Old,
Yeah.
Old-
Yeah.
old ECW or new ECW?
Old.
The revamped ECW that WWE made.
They were raw. They were
No,
raw.
it has to
dog.
be the old. And you want to know
Of
why?
course, 100%.
They
were
were
like-
so raw.
Bro, they were like backyard wrestling.
It was
on
the hood
TV.
wrestling,
Yo, it was
yeah.
backyard wrestling
They
on
was getting
TV,
it,
dog.
Yo, and not for nothing,
Uh-huh.
I actually
New
got
Jack.
to, I actually got to wrestle in the ECW arena, the 2300.
Samboro?
No, the 2300. 2300
Oh, the
in
original
Philly,
shit,
in
yeah.
Philly. Dude.
Yeah.
I lost my mind when I went in there, bro. I walked in, I was like a kid, and I was like, I'm like, oh my god, this is so freaking cool. And I'm like, I'm marking out to myself, and I'm like, and I'm with Joey Ace. I'm like, yo, can you believe this? We're here. Look at this. Oh my god. So I got like this pretty cool picture where we're like pinning the guy, and I'm on top of Joey, or whatever. And it's a pretty cool picture that I have.
Nice.
TNA or Indies? Because I feel like TNA was kind of like indie-ish, but on TV. So
They had a lot of money, so
TNA?
that's why they were on TV.
yeah. Because some indies were popping. Like some indies was like, you know.
Yeah. It all depends. Like I love all types of wrestling, man. So
Okay.
it's real hard for me to pick just because I have friends who work in Impact right now.
Right.
So it's
Okay.
like again, like I told you earlier, it's no longer TNA.
Yeah.
And I also have friends all over the Indies.
Right.
So it's hard for me to pick just because.
So TNA. Okay, cool.
All right, so just
listen.
say TNA. I guess, yeah.
Raw or SmackDown? This should be easy.
SmackDown.
What?
I'm a wrestler.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Who's wearing the SmackDown shirt?
I'm just saying, but Raw over. Is this current or is this like?
Bro, my phone just said any
For-
time.
Yeah.
For good because okay, so Raw has always been the major
Absolutely.
brand,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then SmackDown is seen as the secondary, right?
Right.
But if you pay attention to it, Raw is more It's more dramatic. It's more novela. It's more
Oh my
acting,
God.
right?
Okay.
I love wrestling.
Oh,
So SmackDown is more pure wrestling.
Okay, you get that.
Okay,
So-
okay. The Shining Star saying that he likes wrestling over acting, and his name is the Shining Star, and he's wearing a suit. Just keep.
First of all,
You know,
Armani suit.
in
Armani
character.
Suit, Armani suit.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Armani suit.
Armani suit.
Again. Just my observation. You guys can take it for what it is.
SmackDown had a better roster.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm
Old
saying.
school before they split. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have cable at first, so that was
Yeah,
my
yeah, me neither,
first.
me neither.
That was my first shit. SmackDown. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last two questions. Okay, so best wrestling video game.
Oh, SmackDown.
Okay, so
I guess depending on what system you have.
you're probably you
'Cause
guys
if
are
you're not
probably gonna hate me
PlayStation,
for this
He never played him.
because I don't really play wrestling
There it
video
is.
games.
as a
You never played video.
The last one that I remember playing was for the Nintendo 64 was NWO Take.
oh, that's
yeah.
That's the last one.
Holy
That's the last one. Yeah. That, yeah. Yeah. Because what ended up happening was
What the fuck? Hello.
when I caught myself wrestling games right now, they have so many things you could do, bro.
Yeah.
It'll suck up 10 hours of your time.
Oh,
out of nowhere.
what? Yeah, you
It took me 10 hours to fucking create myself.
That's what I'm saying. That's
was
before
big
you
as
even have
fuck.
a match.
I was
Yeah, I
big
feel
as
like
fuck,
in
dude.
wrestling video games,
Which is great.
I spend the most time in creative
Which is
player.
great,
100%.
but I can't do that. I can't waste that type of time.
What I was talking
Yeah.
about as a kid.
So I would
yeah.
say the Nintendo 64 WCW
Gotcha.
versus NWO.
And the last question. I feel like you answered this too.
Sure,
already.
that's fine.
What age did you start watching wrestling?
And
And what was the first
8 years old.
wrestling
years old,
show that you watched?
8 years old? It was Saturday Night Main Event
Okay.
or Saturday Morning Main. I don't remember the name of it. My mom, again, she used, hey, listen, you don't do your freaking homework. You can't watch the shows. And I'm like, I'm over here rushing and I'm like cleaning my room and I'm doing my lawn, putting all this stuff away. So I remember watching that because I was like you, I had no cable.
All right.
So we had to wait. We couldn't watch Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
We couldn't watch.
Oh, you could catch a recap.
You
on
can't watch
SmackDown.
Monday
Yeah.
Nitro. You can't watch none of that
Yeah.
stuff. Which was pretty cool because as I got a little bit older, we started doing tape trading. I don't know if you guys
Oh, I
remember
did the
that.
same shit. I talked about this
We
2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
You
we
did.
used to do tape trading.
Yeah,
we used to
we
do tape
did.
trading where
Yep.
Who
You
had
re-
cable? You record that
you record
shit.
Raw,
Yeah.
I record WCW. Listen, we switch on Tuesday. All right, we know what's going on,
Absolutely. Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, we used to do that a lot.
Yeah. All right. Bonus question.
Sure.
Your dream match.
My dream match
Yeah. Stipulation,
Oof.
person,
uh,
everything
of like all time or of like right now.
of all time.
Okay,
that
so
you said,
if we're
okay.
talking about all time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Chris Jericho.
Dope.
Chris Jericho's the GOAT. That
Yeah.
guy, he's done everything in wrestling. He's
Yeah.
still doing it. He's still bringing up AEW. He's great on the mic. He's wrestling. His persona is great. Everything that he does is great.
Okay.
But if we're talking about like current, I'm gonna say New Japan. I'm gonna say, you know who I'm gonna say? No, you don't know. Who I'm
Say it. Because I know you're.
Ibushi.
Okay.
Really?
Kota Ibushi. Yeah, that guy's freaking
All right,
amazing.
Ibushi, if you're listening, calling you out, brother. Calling you
I
out, brother.
wish.
He got his name somewhat right. I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised.
What do you mean? I watched the freaking
Him.
podcast.
Not you. Him.
I'm not good at math.
It's okay.
I'm gonna close up. How can we meet you? I know you said a lot of stuff is on your Instagram. What's the IG handle?
All right, so Instagram is Papi Fresh,
Okay.
which is PAP1 Fresh, FRESH. On Facebook, Ray Calitri. On YouTube,
like.
on YouTube, Ray Calitri. On Twitter, Calitri Ray, because someone took Ray Calitri from me. Can you believe that?
Son of a bitch.
Son of a gun, right? I'm always working, always putting out content. Always, if someone has any ideas, I'm willing to work with people, whatever the case is, and
Absolutely.
we'll figure it out.
You got anything coming up?
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I got.
You know
so
what?
many-
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
Tell us about what's coming up soon.
Jesus Christ.
What is coming up?
All right, so March 19th, March 19th I have ECPW show, which I'm defending the title against Dirtbag Dan, which I beat him in the previous show. Then in April 3rd, I have the ECWA show, which I actually have something cool coming up with that because my nephew, who's an up and coming rapper in Florida, so if you're watching, shout out to you, Chris. He's won like multiple contests and all this other stuff, whatever. He actually made a beat for me, and he's like rapping on the beat. So
Nice.
I'm gonna fly him up here for April 3rd, and he's gonna walk me out into the performance. Yeah.
Nice.
So again,
Which I know I will be there.
Where is it?
I know you're gonna be.
It's gonna be in Morganville, New Jersey.
Oh, I'm coming.
Wait, why not?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
no.
let's-
So
wait.
okay.
So hold the fuck up. You have to be there. He has to be there.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Why
How was
can't
it-
we fucking
Yeah,
do
We
that?
have
Go?
schedule. We
The
have
fuck?
scheduling issues.
With-
We have scheduling issues. So, but because
I don't have scheduling. It's just
yeah. So, but I'm bringing the kids.
Oh, okay.
that is scheduling.
I'm
yeah,
bringing the
yeah,
kids.
yeah, yeah.
I'm bringing the kids.
I need new friends.
I'm leaving the kids home. I'll be there.
You don't have no goddamn kids.
So,
what the fuck you
that he
talking about?
doesn't know. But anyway. So okay,
flat-ass Earth
April
bitch.
3rd. What are you doing April 3rd?
April 3rd, you know, my nephew's gonna come out here.
Right.
He's gonna bring me out to the entrance, to
Right.
the new entrance, and I'll be defending that against 2 other guys, which should
Triple
be-
threat match?
triple threat match.
Oh,
and it's actually gonna be that title against his,
oh shit.
which is the guy that I beat before.
Which is so this is so okay, technically
You better not even say the wrong thing because I'll body slam you right now.
So if you beat him, you get a third title?
no.
No, it's a separate company. I would have
no.
It unifies them. It'll unify them.
Right, because it's the interim and then the actual
First of all, he is.
Yeah, you see how
First of all, real
see
quick.
see the Latin passion
Listen,
popping out,
listen,
ladies?
listen. First
You're gonna
of
piss him
all,
off.
he is a champion. You understand?
Okay, and you're out.
I am el campeón de legacy.
Oh,
all right.
okay,
Now
okay.
you follow me.
Okay,
Now
I'll follow.
you follow.
Okay, so they're gonna merge the belts. You know, the interim champion, and the regular champion.
No. But anyway, so that's gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty cool. This?
Oh yeah, because we're getting ready to wrap up, and the way we start the show is the way we
Oh,
end
you
the
finished
show.
it.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, but anyway, so April 3rd. So our episode's April 2nd. That's Good
Oh,
Friday.
and I have another announcement. I guess late breaking news or whatever. My phone is dying, which is great.
It's all right. We got to charge it somewhere.
It's okay.
No, we don't. It's Apple.
So, yeah,
Anybody need a refill or y'all good?
I have an iPhone.
I got you, puppy. I got
But in case people
me
cannot
a
make
shot.
it to the show, it's going to be streaming on IWTV. So look out for the app, which is Independent Wrestling TV, which that's a big deal because that's like a pay-per-view for us.
you. Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah, give me shot glasses. So you're gonna, the match is gonna be streaming.
Yes, if people can't make it to the show because
Right.
let's say they live in California and they want to
Right,
watch it,
right,
or
right.
if
Of
they're
course, of
here
course,
and they
of course.
just can't make it, it's IWTV. Look up the app. It's Independent Wrestling TV.
Awesome.
It's gonna be good.
Awesome.
You're not gonna want to miss it.
So
Oh, wait, I got a question real quick. You said you had something in May. Did you not?
And
Put that shit in Mexico?
But that's no, you're talking too much.
Yeah, relax.
Relax, Poppy. Relax.
Relax,
Slow
relax.
down.
oh no, I know what I'm doing to May,
Hold
bitches.
on.
Kid, man.
I
Slow
asked
down,
him a
kid.
question.
Slow down, kid.
I asked Poppy fresh the
Yeah,
question,
man,
right?
slow
I asked
down.
the Shining Star question.
Nah. In May is gonna be the Super 8 for ECW.
Oh, Super
yeah.
8. That's what it
Yes,
was.
yes.
That's
When
what
is
was.
it?
I don't remember the date. I'm so terrible with dates. I think probably like.
Oh, you're not good at math either.
No. But it'll be on the.
Not the end of May, right?
No, it's gonna be.
Just
in the
pay attention. Listen,
Huh?
go follow this man on his social media.
At the end
Go,
of May. End of May, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
okay.
follow this man on social. Shut up, bitches. See,
Okay.
You
So I have media appearances coming up at the end of May in Colombia. So that's what's gonna end up happening. I have media appearances where I'm gonna meet with different promoters and I'm gonna see if I get some sponsors out there.
The first time I'm gonna speak French. We are having promoting meetings in Colombia.
I'll be at your show, bro.
Hey, listen, April 3rd, catch us live, No Cap Rebel Podcast. We're gonna fucking be there supporting fucking the Shining Star,
Yup, all of it. Yup.
Two-time
Yup,
light
we'll be
heavyweight
there.
We need to
champion.
run in, interview, whatever. I'm ready.
Ray
fucking be there.
Calitri.
Oh, that's
the
my
fuck-
shirt. That's my shirt. Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, so that's where we're gonna be April
will be
3rd.
there.
So before we do our final toast,
Sure.
couple announcements next week. Make sure tune in. No, the Witch Switch. She's gonna be here. Michelle. She's gonna be talking about astrology. So we're gonna talk about the stars.
Oh, dope.
It's gonna be a cool freaking ambiance. Stay tuned
Excited,
for that.
excited.
You're gonna want to.
Then we're gonna be taking a break. No Cap Rebels will not be here the following week. We're gonna be taking a break, but when we get back,
Yes.
April 2nd, before Ray's big match,
Yes.
we're gonna be talking about religion versus spirituality. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna be a pretty trippy show, pretty intense conversations, followed up by our live at Morganville, New Jersey,
At the dugout.
at the
That's name-
at the
that's the name of
dugout.
the
Check us out. We're gonna be there April 3rd,
Yep.
supporting El Campeón de Legacy.
Yes.
I got that.
You got it right. You got it right.
All right. So the way we start is the way we end.
So you're gonna say the prayer thing or
Yeah, always.
Tradition.
Always.
Don't disrespect.
No, I'm listening. Hey,
You know,
Respect his name, all right?
this better be a good one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it better be the first one.
Cheers to the two-time, to the shining star, to the one and only Puerto Rican that I like.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. No, fuck
Wait a
you.
minute,
I'm not talking to that shit.
Hold on,
Fuck you, bitch.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with Carl. That was a bullshit fucking toast.
That
bro.
was fucked up.
I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna drink this shit.
I love it.
I'm gonna fucking
No, bitch. No, bitch.